last question, Grandpa. This is for all the grandkids. If you could give...
Stop. Christian was doing something strange. Let's start again. Your hair
Don't
looks
do
great.
it. You look great.
You're all right.
All right.
It's got like a second left.
All right. Take two, Grandpa. Now you have time to think about it.
You have to think, yeah.
It'll be like, oh, I got it right on the top of my head.
I always answer questions like that.
Yeah.
So, Grandpa, if you were to give any advice to the grandkids, what would be the top 2, 3, 4 things that you would tell them?
Well, a lot of the grandkids are in school, and I'd say that to be diligent about what you learn and try your best, and don't sneak by just by the skin of your teeth, but really learn what's behind everything, because no one can ever take what you know away from you. So you're wasting time when you don't value your education, and so you have to give it a serious thought. But then at a certain point in your career, you should be thinking about doing some volunteer work, and kind of reach out. It's not just all studies and books, it's also getting involved in your school, getting involved in the community. So many people retire at age 65. They don't know what to do because they've never done anything. They've never helped anybody. They've gone right to the top in their industry and they don't have a hobby. They die early. And I think that the main thing that we have to remember is to stay busy. Don't get in the habit of not having something planned for the day or for the week. Make your weeks count. And also, important for the kids to to listen to and respect your parents, who are doing nothing but trying to help them go down the road with more and more knowledge. And sometimes the way things are with communication, with texting and computers, we're forgetting how to talk to one another. We're just texting, and that's one way, because you don't have a chance then to get the other guy's feeling back as you're talking. You're not talking, you're just directing information, which is fine. It's good to have all this new technical stuff, but let's not forget how to write, our penmanship, spelling, all those things that I was talking about earlier. You got to take seriously.
What is your favorite saint?
My favorite saint?
Yes.
Well, I kind of like Ignatius of Loyola, which is what the Loyola High School was named for him. I like him, and I like St. Francis. That was my middle name, John Francis, so I like St. Francis. I like the Blessed Virgin as someone to pray to, and there's just a slew of them, but those come to mind first. My religious training I didn't get in school because you have the advantage of being at a Catholic school. I wasn't at a Catholic school until I went to Loyola. So I went to what's called religious education. And so my brother James and I on Sundays would be taken to Mayfield School, and a nun would teach us what we call then catechism. As far as now, I've been sick a little bit right now, but I've been going to daily mass for years, and so that's been helpful to find out you're never alone. If you think you're alone and you're lonely and you don't know what you're going to do next or what, you give a little prayer to the Blessed Virgin, and she'll be with you, and so will Jesus. They stand with you. So you're not alone anymore. See what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But you have to have faith that that's going to happen. So you can do that. Yeah.
What about some of the stuff that you do, like going to visit the kids in the prisons and some of the stuff you've done with Boys Republic? And how is that connected to?
Yeah. Well, my first big charity that I worked with was called Boys Republic. It's an institution for adjudicated youth, children who are 13 through 17. They get in trouble with the law and go to the court, and they're sentenced, and they're sent to Boys Republic to be rehabilitated, to bring them around and try to get them going in the right direction. And so I've been working with Boys Republic in that respect with youth since 1949. That's a long time ago. And I'm still there, I'm still on the board, and I'm still helping. They taught me a lot about boys and girls that get in trouble and why they get in trouble, and I learned how you can turn them around. I've been going on the last Sunday of each month to juvenile hall, which is a prison for 13 through 17 children, and some of them have been tried as adults, and that's a very severe penalty. They like to have us come and talk to them because nobody else comes to see them. The gangs they thought were their friends, the gangs weren't their friends. They used them. The gang uses the young kids, even giving them guns to shoot somebody. Yeah, because they want to be in the gang. Okay, we got to get rid of this guy. He's causing us trouble. So here's the gun. Go get him. And but now, some of those where the kid didn't even know what he was doing sometimes, they're going to have a chance sometime to show that they are not going to go back to gangs. So that's what I work with. So I know now what to do with children that are adjudicated, that went to court, to bring them back, and then where we get them from is juvenile hall. So I now know both ends of the thing. Where the boys come from is at prison, and then the judge sends them out to us, and then if they have a spark of decency about them, they send them out there, and then we take it on from there. So it's very good. And Jesus said we were supposed to visit the sick and visit the prisoners. Remember? So that's just part of the thing. And here in Southern California, restorative justice is run by a Jesuit priest that your dad knows. And I went to work for Jorgensen Steel Company, and I was there for 43 years. Long time for being in one place. But they were very nice to me, and it's when you begin getting experience in life, it's and you do well, you have to share that. It's not just you doing well. You do well, and you share what you learned with others, and make them successful. That's because you're given everything. God gives you everything that you do. So it's not that you're so good yourself. It's that God is helping you come along, but then He wants you later to share what you've learned and helping others. See what I mean? Yeah. You saw those files in that room? Did you remember that I showed you the closet with all the files? All those are organizations that I give help to, that I share with my knowledge of management and things of that type. So that's what I'm telling you earlier, that you're given all that. So therefore, it's not for you to keep, it's for you to share. You understand what I mean? So all through your life, as you learn things, you're going to be helpful to others that are in trouble. That's nice to remember that. Okay?